Hello. I am losing the light incredibly fast. My name is Jordan, and my project is called Hypoglycemic Runner, and I have not run or jogged for the past 2 weeks. I didn't even have an update last week because I completely forgot, and then it was like, oh, it's Wednesday, and then it was Thursday, and here we are. So, my hope is that I will, just learn from my mistakes. And I think my biggest mistake this past 2 weeks is figuring out that I'm actually a creature of habit. That I either like, um, oh, that's called. I like not doing much. And I think becoming a runner is really difficult, especially in the winter. So, um, there are hardcore runners that I have seen who will just put on everything that they need to in order to stay warm and just go out and do it. And I need to remind myself that I'm a beginner, and beginners usually don't start in January. Beginners usually don't start in February, which today is February 19th, and I completely forgot last week to update myself. And I really want to be responsible for myself, which is why I've been making these videos so that I recognize what have I done this week? What have I done negatively this week that has not been productive, and what have I done that has been positive this week, and allow myself the ability to be human and be a beginner. And I hate being a beginner. If anybody loves being a beginner at whatever it is, congratulations. But I absolutely hate being a beginner. I hate not knowing what I'm up against, um, and I'm up against a lot. I mean, to go out into the world and say I'm going to train for a half marathon, that's pretty intense. So I need to give myself the opportunity to just calm down and not feel like I'm failing because it's January and there's like now 5 more inches of snow here in New Hampshire. And not many people are going to do that. They're not going to run outside. Not many people. Hardcore runners, they're going to run outside, but they're awesome. That's why they're hardcore runners. But so no, I haven't jogged this week. I have walked several times, maybe 3, so that counts as the word several. Um and the one thing I wanted to say that was positive that I already do, that I've been doing for several years because of my hypoglycemia and because I don't want to overeat, is I measure out my food, and literally any time that I cook at home, I will take a literal 1 cup measuring cup, and I will put whatever it is, if it's loose like spaghetti meat sauce, or if it's like some kind of portioned out of whatever, I will use a 1 cup measuring cup, like for baking and whatnot. And that is how I will measure it. So I will start off with that. And then if I'm still hungry, then I will do half of that. And when I was a voracious overeater, that was a big deal. Like, we would make homemade pizza and I'd eat like 6 slices, if not more, and still be hungry. And I had to calm myself down and be like, okay, you need to eat slower. You need to figure it out because you're just overeating for no reason. And overeating and being a runner does not seem very synonymous. And so, another positive thing this week is that I made sure that if I do like salads, um, I like having it prepared. So if I like having it prepared, then I need to take the extra step and I need to buy the ingredients and bring it home and prepare it. So that's what I did this week also. It's getting so much darker out here. Um so I brought my groceries home and I immediately made the salad, put it in a container, and put it in the fridge. And just by having it available, it was wonderful because then I could say, what am I going to eat for dinner? And I picked a protein and I had my salad on the side and it had oodles of vegetables and goodness and whatnot. And I felt happier. I felt better about myself and better about my choices. So I think I just have to allow myself to be a beginner. Number one, I need to make conscious effort to focus on what I'm eating to make sure that I'm eating good foods and food that will help me to become leaner and to have better muscle mass eventually. And I need to walk, even if it's cold. I need to take a walk, you know? Anyway, so yeah, that's where I'm at, and I'm still a beginner and I'm still making mistakes, but that's what you do in the beginning is you make mistakes and you learn from them and you figure it out and you go from there. And I think my biggest struggle is just not hating myself for being a beginner. And it's really dark, so I'm going to go. Yeah. February 19th, the Hypoglycemic Runner, and I'm not running yet, but I'll get there. Okay, bye.